So I'm gonna have to go and say new project, and I will call it Java application, and I'm gonna call it array 1, for example. Let's just array 1, and we'll say finish. So if I wanna, for example, enter the student name and student mark, the normal way I would say integer, for example, the question double salary, okay, for example, and I will say okay, this should be this one, and I will say, for example, string name, okay, and that if I want to enter the values, I will say system.out.print, okay, enter, for example, name. You would say like this, all right, and I could do the same thing here for the salary, for example. Now if I wanna do that, okay, and I'm not going to use scanner now, for example. Okay, let's use scanner. Let us use scanner. So I say scanner n equal new scanner system.n, and I have to import the scanner, and right click here, and that's it. And this one is capital. So I could say, okay, here salary, name equal n dot next, and here for the salary, enter the salary, enter salary. I would say what? I would say salary equal n dot next double. And if I want to print them, I would say what? I would say system.out.print name println here, and I will print the name is name here, and I will say okay, and the name is name. And also the same thing, I'm gonna do it for the salary, and that's it here, and I will say salary is equal to salary, okay. And I could just separate between the input and the output. I always like to do that, and just put like lines. So if I run the program, you all know what's happened, okay? You just run it, and here we have an error, so let's fix it. Save, okay, finish the run, and start running from the beginning. Close the run from here, yes, and start running from the beginning. Okay, we fixed the error. So enter the name, Monter, and the salary 200, and that's it, okay. What if I want 5 names and they have 5 salary? So I would say I would use what? I will use array like this. Instead of having just one, I have to use what? I have to use more than one. And I could use the same thing for the double, same thing. All right, let's take just one thing and forget about the double. Let's understand the array first, okay. I'm just gonna remove the salary, so we only work on the name, so you understand the concept of the array. So here we have an error. Why is that? Because the name is what? Is an array. It's not. If I want to specify it, I could use what? The index. But I have another problem. I have to initialize the array, okay. I have to give it the size. I say equal new. I could also say like this, okay. Let's new integer string what? Size, let's say 5. Yeah, now we have no error. What's the size of the array? Size is equal to 5. Now if I want to enter in 0, I could say name 0 and so on. I could copy this how many times? 5 times. This is for 1, index 1. And I could say here print name, first name, and then here second name, and the other one, okay, I could say also print what? Third name. Here enter third name, and that one will be saved on index number 2. Okay, size is 5, and here we have to enter also the fourth one, fourth name. I'm just gonna write fourth like this, fourth name, and this one should be 3. And the last one I could say enter what? Enter the fifth name, and this one should be 4. If I use 5, that will be wrong because now outside the range. Now if I want to print them again, like I want to print the name like this without index, look what happened. Okay, I will run the program. It'll ask me to enter how many names? 5 names. So Munter, Ali, Amal, Yasin, and the last name is, for example, Johanna. And what does when I say print name, it does print what? String. Name is a string, and this is the location in the memory. Okay, so you cannot print the array like this, similar to a variable. You have to specify what you want to print. I want to print the first name like this. Now see the difference now. If I run it again, that will print only the first name. So the first name, for example, if I run it, I'll put the first name Amal, and then I will put for example, and then Saeed, Salim, and the last one, for example. So it will print what? The first one. If I want to print them all again, I have to repeat the same statement with different what? With different index. I could say names like this and print space between them. Okay, and I use this one as like this. Okay, I said names equal, and I put bracket like this, and I would say name 1, and then I could put plus, quotation, comma between them. Okay, plus I will copy this one, so all of them like this. I'm gonna copy it. Okay, and as you can see, I can do that. So this is name 1, this is name 2. I can print as well name 3. Start from 0, 0, 1, and this is 2. I will continue in the second statement. That's okay. This one need a plus here. Okay, and then I could use another statement, another system without it print. I don't have to make a very long line, but this one will be println. Okay, this one will be println. I could just print name number 3 and plus comma plus name number 4. The last one is name number in position 4, in index 4. Here we specify the index. So if I run it, I will print them all together. Let me add one thing, plus I will add this symbol at the end. So I closed it. Okay, so if I want to print it, I could, that's very easy. Okay, I'll just use letters. So this is A, B, C, okay, D, and E. and if you see that, it will print the same format I did. So I just ask him to print this first, and then print the values, and then close it. Okay, looks like we miss here. We need to add this one here. Here you can see there is no remove the plus from here, and if I do it again, okay, that will print the names as well. Now you can see that this is the array of the names. Alright, and you can use them to do that. If I want to change the name of anyone before I print it, okay, I could come here and say, for example, name number 4 will be equal to for example Sarah. So name for number 4, I change it to number Sarah. Now instead of Maya, this will print Sarah. If I do that, if I run that, that will print let's say A here, B, C, D, and E. This is just the names. Okay, you can see that name number 4 is Sarah. Okay, now this is how we initialize the array, and this is how we use it. So we can use it to enter the values, like using the index. Whenever you use any of this, you have to anywhere you use the array, you have to specify the index. Either you assign a value to it, or you want to print it. Okay, so this is, for example, an example of an array. Okay.